What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rise and Shine Movie News. I am your host, Dan the Man, and we have some Star Wars Episode 7 concept art. And it was just released today. So if you guys don't want any spoilers, please go watch my other videos. But if you do want to see these concept arts, you don't know, these are just concept arts. That doesn't mean it's going to be in the film. Well, most likely it does, but you never know. You never know. So this is basically, there's a lot of concept arts to get to. I'm going to be discussing. You're going to check them out. I have them up top. So let's get right into it. You have been warned. So spoilers are starting right now. So of course we see the logo at first, Star Wars Episode 7. Cannot wait. Next year cannot come any faster. We're almost done with this year. The next picture is of this cloak figure, and we don't know if that's the Emperor or not. I don't think that's the Emperor, but he looks cool. He looks like the Grim Reaper. He's holding Darth Vader's mask, and that is awesome. And as you can see, his hand is like metallic. It's very metallic, so that actually might be Darth Vader. Some say maybe, you know, something with Luke Skywalker. I don't know. That concept art looks always awesome, but you know, it's sometimes it works on the page, but when it comes to filming, it's just not as cool. But man, does that look awesome. I want to say that might be Lord Vader. It might be. You never know. Well, no, it can't be Lord Vader, right? I mean, he died. Return of the Jedi, and we see his spirit, so it can't be. Or some say, you know, there's been rumors out there that Luke was going to become the bad guy. He's a cyborg, but they say it's supposed leaked script. But I don't believe that for a second, because I have another video that shows Luke Skywalker in his refugee camp. So you want to check that video out. It is below, the link below. Now we go on to the close-up of the figure, and look at that. Man, that looks so cool. That looks so cool. Kind of reminds me of like a Harry Potter though. Look at that face. You know what it reminds me though most of? It's the Terminator, the exoskeleton. It kind of reminds me, it gives that creepy factor with the red eyes, the itty bitty red eyes. He's very much admiring the helmet. And boy, man, that looks amazing. I'm actually, I don't even know what this character is all about. But it makes me want to, it's already intriguing my interest, just the overall look of him. But we'll see how that presented in the film. So we move on to the next concept art, and it is of, I think it's Daisy Ridley. Daisy Ridley getting held by somebody in a cloak. That might be, you know, that might be a Jedi cloak though, because you can see a little bit of a brown in there. Daisy Ridley's just like, you know, she looks kind of scared but calm at the same time. That's a very interesting one too, and it does kind of look. There's a figure in the background. There's a door, and there's a figure in the background to your right. It looks like that person has a cloak or something like that, and of course there's somebody right in front of them. So this is interesting. This could be. I mean, you never know. That leaked script could come to fruition, because these concept arts are looking like that leaked script little by little. But I just don't believe that it's Luke Skywalker. I don't think it's Luke Skywalker. He's gonna be a bad guy in this film, and it'd be really disrespectful to the fans, especially with the Return of the Jedi, because we rooted for Rick not to turn to the dark side like his father did, and he didn't. I mean, it just ruined this whole Skywalker legacy thing. And then we go to the next clip, and this is where that leaked script is starting to look kind of, maybe not everything is right on the leaked script. Maybe there's some things they are keeping, but some things they're just throwing away. But of course we see, it looks like Daisy Ridley or some character. You definitely see the blue light, maybe, you know, having to do with, that's the Force, that's the good side, and then the evil side is this person sitting on a throne, volcanic structures all around him. And it looks like the Emperor. It definitely looks like the Emperor, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is the Emperor, because do we really need the Emperor to come back to the Star Wars series? I want to see another bad guy. So that's interesting. Like I said, it could be Luke Skywalker. You never know. That leaked script could come true. You just never know. But man, these concept arts are so cool. These are much better than the last concept arts we're getting, and I got another video down below if you want to check those out. boy, it definitely speaks a lot in this image. You know, the light versus the dark, the Force versus the dark side of the Force. Very cool, and it just gets me so hyped for the next movie, and I'm looking so forward to Star Wars Episode 7. And of course we have a picture of Daisy Ridley. Daisy Ridley is really the main focus in this movie, in this concept art, and in pretty much everything, so she might be just the main character. I thought it was the guy from Attack of the Block that he's going to be the main character, but who knows. And then of course, you know, we're not going to, I mean, look at her uniform. Uniform looks really cool. She kind of reminds me of a mechanic. I think they try to make her like a Han Solo type dude. Everybody wants to be Han Solo, but she definitely has a lot going on in her costume design. You see this like little weaponry, like it looks like a whip towards if you're seeing the picture, it's the left side on the right leg. Yeah, it looks like she has a blaster on by her knee. Very cool. That's a cool get up. I think they have her wearing goggles as well. There's another concept art where she has goggles, and a lot of people were complaining about that, but I don't. What's wrong with goggles? There's no complaining here. It's whatever. I mean, it's just a design. I mean, design goes a long way, and I think this design definitely looks a lot like Star Wars. You know, like they're going to Tatooine or something, especially Tatooine. Tatooine's just a desert, and you see this kind of clothing there. Then we can move on to the next picture, and definitely kind of one's a little bit interesting. You got a little alien-like figure in the bottom right. You got a man walking in. He looks like he looks like a pilot, honestly. This one definitely looks like a diner, like a major conversation is about to happen. I can't really read into this too much. Definitely a lot of gold, so it has to be a light conversation. It's not a dark, ominous conversation. I wouldn't think, if they have so much gold going on as the lighting. And you know, it's whatever. I mean, these two characters don't look all too interesting. I mean, except the blue guy, but it definitely looks like or it actually could be a workshop. It kind of looks like a workshop as well. So let's move on to the other. Oh, look at that, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Is that a TIE fighter? That looks like a big ass TIE fighter. Just destroyed. Definitely a different design. Definitely looks sleeker. Definitely, there's a lot more going on this TIE fighter. It looks like it has just upgrade through all kinds of shit. Ooh, that TIE fighter looks cool. I think it's a TIE fighter. It might be something else. It might be just an overall different shit, but that looks like a damn TIE fighter. That looks really cool. You know why I say that's a TIE fighter? Because this next concept art, boom, TIE fighter. A new and improved TIE fighter with the Stormtroopers. And the Stormtroopers look badass, man. They look like they're ready for Halo or something. They look cool. Of course, Stormtroopers can't shoot for shit, which I'm learning from Star Wars Rebels. They still can't shoot for shit, so... Oh, do they look cool though? Man, look at that. Look at that TIE fighter. I think it looks cool. You know what? A lot of this is, we know the Rebels won, and we know they're trying to bring peace to the galaxy once again. But damn, you know, the Empire is still right there. The Empire is just still alive. You see, look at the color.